Hey, Jaime, how are you?
Hi, CJ. I'm good. How are you?
Very good. Do you have a minute for Mentor Mondays?
Absolutely. Let's walk and talk.
All right, let's start with an easy one. As a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up?
Well, two things, CJ. Like most kids who grew up in Peru, like I did, I dreamt of being a professional soccer player because my dad was one. But I also loved building Legos, building things with Legos. And so I also had a desire to be an engineer one day. I got to play college soccer, but I wasn't gifted enough to make the pros. So eventually I had to put that engineering degree that I earned in college to work.
How would you describe what it is that you do now?
Today, I do workforce development, and that's something you can't do alone. So I still get to be a part of a big team. I get to build things like high-performing teams, like innovative processes, community partnerships, better systems. And so we work with our K through 12 system, our post-secondary skill acquisition partners, our chambers of commerce, our regional development agency here, to be able to, all of us together, build a sustainable pipeline of workers to meet the needs of businesses in our region.
What are some of the most valuable lessons you've learned in business or life?
Well, that also is a very long list, but I'll give you two. The first one is acta non verba, and that's Latin for actions, not words. I believe that somebody's actions must back up what they say, and so I've worked very hard to make sure my actions match my words. The second one is effective communication. I believe that's the key to any personal and business relationship. And so since that's a lesson that I learned late in life, I've worked very hard to help my kids learn those lessons earlier in their life journeys.
What are some key traits that a leader should have?
Well, again, a very long list, but I think you start with credibility. Again, a leader must earn the trust of people. It must be trustworthy, and you must earn that trust with your actions. But also, leaders make mistakes because we're human, and I think it's important for leaders to be able to own their mistakes. How somebody handles mistakes says a lot about their leadership.
What are you looking forward to in the future?
Whoa, that's a great question. Follow me, CJ. We touched on that earlier. As I said, my biggest investment in life have been my kids. They're adults now, but they've made me very proud so far. I'm looking forward to continuing to watch them navigate through life and accomplish their goals, their life goals, both professional and personal.
How do you stay motivated when faced with a challenge?
Ooh. That one's easy for me, CJ, because I love challenges. Again, not everybody gets excited about opening a box of Legos with 10,000 pieces that need to be put together, but I do. I love challenges. I love to critical think, to innovate. I like to improvise, but most of all, I like to solve problems. And so give me a challenge, CJ. Go ahead, make my day.
All righty. What's the most important question to ask a mentor?
Ooh. Again, I believe there's many good questions one can ask a mentor, but I'll give you my favorite one. How do you handle times where you have made mistakes? In other words, how do you make the best out of situations when you've made mistakes?
How do you make the best out of situations where you've made a mistake?
Ooh. Well, I think first it's important to own your mistake right away. That's really key. But also, you have to take the time, I think, to consider all the options that you could have taken the first time. The second time you have, I think, the opportunity to analyze them in more detail and really ponder how results could have been different. Because there's definitely value in learning from your mistakes yourself so you don't replicate them again. But there's just as much value in sharing those lessons learned with others so they don't make the same mistakes that you did.
Alrighty, Jaime. Thanks for sharing some of your time and wisdom with us today.
Thank you, CJ.
We'll see you soon.
Good
Bye-bye.
to see you. Bye-bye.